account with My Client Center. Did we all do that? I said, right, go and open an account with My Client Center so that it's easier for you all to follow what I have been discussing when we meet again today. How many of you have made one account? It's not an AdWords account. It is basically an account of agency. Did we all do that? All of us have opened an account? Perfect, perfect. So let's go ahead. But before I start, any questions in whatever we discussed till now in search engine marketing and in paid tools? No, right? So let's go ahead and continue from where we left. This is what we discussed, right? Ad rank is a combination of quality and bid of all eligible keywords. Any ad extensions. What is extensions? I told you, right? When your ad shows with any extra information apart from ad, like phone number, address. So ad rank is basically a calculation for all eligible ads, right? So now this is what we discussed everything that day. Three factors of the quality score: expected click-through rate. What do you mean by click-through rate? Anybody over here? What do you mean by click-through rate? Uh, Clicks by impressions into 100. What is impressions? The moment somebody views my ad, it's an impression. The moment somebody clicks my ad, it's a click. What is click-through rate? Chances of you getting click when your ad is shown is expected click-through rate. Click-through rate is number of clicks you have received by number of impressions into 100. So if you have a higher click-through rate, good for you. Correct? What is relevancy? How relevant your ad is for your customers. And what is landing page experience? Landing page experience is basically how the user will feel when they come to your thing. Score of 1 to 10, I'll show you once we open the account where to see this and how will you know which one to optimize, which one to not to optimize. Cool. Now, this is what we discussed on Tuesday, Saturday, right? So, and we went and discussed the AdWords account hierarchy, remember? So what is this? This is, let's say, Amazon. This would be men's fashion, women's fashion, correct? Now, under men's fashion, you may have ad groups, like let's say t-shirts, shirts, and then you may have keywords like polo t-shirt, round neck, printed, remember? Best t-shirts. Same way. So account is an account hierarchy which you have to follow when you try and make the accounts. Correct? So this is what we're talking about. Examples of accounting is this is what we're talking about. Account name, campaigns and ad groups. How do you make that? We'll see that. But how will you make an account? Very simple. If I go to Amazon.in, right? This is how I will make my campaigns. Campaigns name would be mobile computers, TV appliance, men's fashion, women's fashion. These are my campaign names. So what is campaign? For every campaign, I have individual settings. Like you have campaigns, right? Big $1 billion, say whatever. So you want to give a separate budget is what you make in campaigns. Then you make ad groups. Ad groups will be for what purpose? Under each campaign, there are multiple subsegments. That will be ad group, right? For example, if you have a music store, your account name would be music shop. Campaigns would be guitars, brass instruments, so on and so forth, and then you'll have keywords. So let me go ahead and make a campaign. 1 minute. So all of you have made one MCC account, if I am not wrong. Correct? Let me go ahead and show you how you can use that. So my client center, correct? Google. This is what all of you must have gone and made an account over here. So this is like an agency account. Why I ask you to make in this? So that you can open an account without entering a billing information. If you open a normal account of AdWords, you cannot proceed without entering your card number. So once you make an agency account, this is used to manage accounts of other people, or you can open your own AdWords account below this. How do you open that? Let me show that to you. So let me also open a chat window. Okay. So I'm sure all of you have seen this screen, right? Where you see overview, recommendations, accounts, campaign, settings, and history. Correct? Now this is what I said. This is your MCC account. Now if I open a normal account of AdWords, let me show you a difference so that you don't get confused tomorrow when you start working somewhere. The interface of a normal account will be different than a My Client Center account. My Client Center is the agency account. This is an account of an individual. Cool. Now before we proceed, right? What do you mean by campaigns? So we are hearing the same campaigns, right? So in normal marketing terms or normal English terms, what do you mean by campaign? Anybody wants to help me understand? What do I mean by campaign in normal English term or normal language? Anybody? Campaigns. A project with specific agenda or topic. Perfect. Now, can one campaign have different subsets below it or different sections below it? Can one project have different sub-projects below it? Correct? And under this different sub-projects, you may also have few more details or descriptions which tie up only to that sub-project. Correct? This is how the flow of the account is. So you have a campaign name. Under campaign, you may have different ad groups. I can call it like product names. How will you tell Google to show your ad? Under those product names, under those subcategories, you add the keywords and you make ads. Now you see this is a normal account of AdWords. You see interface? There's nothing on the top. Overview, recommends campaigns, ad groups, product groups, extensions. If I go to my agency account, are there differences? See over here different things. You have accounts, campaigns. So I go to accounts because I can manage multiple accounts below it. Is the difference clear? So agency account is there to manage multiple accounts. And if you go to account of AdWords, it's only for an individual account. That is only for my account. I'm working only for my own specific account. Right? Let's say I want to open a new account of AdWords through my agency. You see plus sign over here? That you have to do this later, so please focus on this. Click on this plus sign. Right? Create new account. Let me mute everybody, so sorry. And people, if you are not able to follow any movement, please pause me and I can repeat once again. So create new account. This is the interface. Right? So what do I do? Training Board Infinity, March 30. Right? See Google Ads account. Okay? Google Ads account. Country, I can put any country. Time zone, currency. I can put Indian National Rupee dollars. Whatever I enter over here, that will be default. You cannot change the time zone and country whenever you want to. If I want to invite other people also, let's say you're working in a big firm, big agency, and you have different team members who can work on one specific account or campaign. You can add their email address also with different accesses. What is admin? Admin means this person is like the owner of the account, of the new account that you will make. Standard means somebody who can do all the changes but cannot add new people and cannot remove the admin user or the owner of the account. Read only means somebody can just come, check what's happening in the account, and exit cannot make any changes. So let me not add, save and continue. The moment I save and continue, see the account is made, TBI March 30. This account CID 387488. Right? So enter your business name, whatever. I do not want to enter my billing information now. Put cancel. Do not put billing information. Say cancel. Yes. So that you can practice without entering any payment information. And now you see, all the accounts are there. TBI March 30 is what I made. Correct? Let's click on this. Cool. Now you see the same view. Campaign settings that you are seeing in normal account of AdWords. Right? So now, if I want to make a new campaign over here, you see new campaign option, click on this. New campaign. Correct? And these are the different campaign goals. Every campaign will have a goal. Yes. So if my goal is sales, I can, why is this needed? So that if you give this goal to Google Ads, right, they can use their own artificial intelligence, right, and try to go ahead and achieve your goal. Not guaranteed, but since they know the user pattern, the user behavior on Google, they can go ahead and try to achieve your goal by showing the ads to relevant people based on the goal. Does everybody over here, or most of us over here, have different browsing habits? Sure. I'll go cancel. I'll go back. So till now it's clear how to make a new account. Farid? You see over here plus option? Yes? Click on this plus option. Make sense? Cool. Let's pause over here, right? And let's see some best practices before we start. So remember I told you there are different types of networks. So what are two types of networks we have on Google Ads? I told you the two kind of networks which we have in the notes also. Right? What is search network? When somebody is searching for you. And display network is when your ads are shown randomly on third-party websites based on the content of the website, your own browsing history, your remarketing list, so on and so forth, right? So try and make different types of campaigns based on your goal. That's the whole idea. Try to make separate campaigns as and when required. That's a good practice. So do not combine networks in the same campaign. Let search and display network targets have their own separate campaigns. Organize your search campaigns and ad groups in the common themes. Common themes would be, I showed you example of Amazon, right? So if you have a theme of, let's say, shirts for men, make one ad group for men and only add those keywords, because you can make your ads much more relevant by doing that as a practice. Okay, create mini tiny and ad groups. So if you make ads with good themes, it will try and give you good specific clicks. That's the first thing, right? So as of now, we have not made the campaigns. Let us learn something more before we go ahead and make our campaigns. Okay. Now, what is the ads campaign? There are basically two campaign types, which are again divided into some subtypes. Cool. So if I would tell you, you have search network where you can reach out to customers who are interested in your service or your product. So let's go search for your ad, and then relevant ads are shown to them. Cool. Option 2 is display network. This ads run across different websites, different apps, where ads are shown randomly on third-party websites based on your targeting pattern. Okay. Shopping. Now, what is shopping? Let's say when you want to buy something, right? I go over here. Buy jeans online. Okay. On the right hand side, do you see these ads? Are they different from normal ads? They are also image, but over here you see the image, the price, and the website. Am I right? If you click on this straight away goes to your shopping cart page. Correct? Are the ads different from normal ads? What do you think? Yes. So these are called shopping ads. In which when you click on this, it straight away goes to the add to cart page, and from there the users can buy things automatically. Now what happened was Amazon, Flipkart, you all see that right now, right? But Google Shopping is a pretty old website, right? 2008 it was launched, but it was not successful, right? So what Google did was, whatever is not successful, it usually merges with Google Ads, which is one of their most successful product. So Google said, okay, so we have people who want to buy few things on Google Ads, perfect, and we already have sellers who want to sell products on Google Merchant Center, or we call it Google Shopping. So Google said, why don't we link? So you have to go ahead, and this is only for e-commerce companies, not for anybody. So e-commerce companies can go ahead, create an account with Google Merchant Center, enter the product details over there with the price, and this products will be automatically shown on Google Ads called shopping ads, right? And this is only for e-commerce companies and not for any other product. Then you have video ads, which is on YouTube, right? And then you have app campaigns, which is for mobile apps, so that you can drive the app installation across the length and breadth of Google Ads network. So Google Ads network not only includes Google Ads, but it also includes some other parameters like third-party websites and whatever. Okay. So there are different types of campaign types. So this campaign type can determine where your ads can show and what ad formats you can use. Correct? Otherwise, how will Google know? Let's say you want to show your ads only on googlesearch.com. How will Google know? You can't go and whisper in their ear, right? You have to tell in some settings. So this is how Google will come to know based on the setting that you will select when you go ahead and you make the campaign. Make sense? Yeah? Any questions for these 5 campaign types? I'll pause for a second or 10-15 seconds for you to go through this slide and let me know if you have any questions. Oops, sorry, the chat window just went. No questions, people? Easy till now? Okay, let's go and see how you make a search network campaign. Right? I'll show in the PPT. Then we'll do once again on the interface. So you can select a campaign type as search network. Right? I just showed you how to do that. Go to your account, click on the plus sign once the new account is open. So from the agency account, you'll open a new account. When a new account is open, you go to a new account, plus campaign, and this is loaded. And then you have different types of goals. Correct? So your goal could be getting a website traffic, or getting a leads, or could also be trying to get sales, or you can also make a campaign without any goals. I don't want to make a campaign without any goal. Let me start and then I'll decide the goal later. That's also possible, but starting a campaign without a goal is not a good idea, because in marketing terms, you will definitely have your goals already predefined. Different screen. What screen do you see right now, Farid? People, you're seeing a screen called select goal. Everybody, a goal which is select goal. Everybody right now. Farid, I think there's some local issue at your end. Can you log out and log in back once? Looks like some local problem with your connection. Okay, so this is how you go and make a campaign first by starting a goal. Let's say your goal is website traffic, right? Let me show you each and every option. Smart campaign, don't look at the smart campaign basically means you don't want to do anything. You're giving a goal and giving a budget, and Google will do automatically. So smart campaign basically, it's if somebody doesn't want to take any headache, then they use that. But let's not practice now, right? Let me show it to you. So what will happen is, if you start doing something on your own now, you will miss something. I thought you were seeing a different screen on my screen. If you remember, I told you, let me go back. I told everybody, you will see different screen because you have to first go and make an account. Remember? This is what you're seeing, Farid, if I'm not wrong. Accounts tab, where you go and create an account. I showed this when the class started. Right? Give the account name, and once you do that, then the account name will come over here. Click on this and then make a new campaign. Right? And did I answer a question now? Shivani? So smart campaign, let's leave it. It's basically you're using AI completely to make your campaign reach the goals. But now since you're learning, let's use everything manual. Cool, Shivani? Okay. So now let me launch a campaign. New campaign. Let's say I want to make campaign without any goals. Let's do without any goals so that we learn. And now search network over here. Cool. And what do you want your campaign for? Let me not enter anything over here. Continue. I'm giving blank so that you understand. The smart goal is reach your business. So that's the next level of AI if you don't want to do anything else. So now let's say the campaign. Campaign name would be Board Infinity Training March 30th. See over here, you see options like search network, display network, include Google search partners. Now what is Google search partners? Ask.com. Can you search on Ask.com also? Okay, is Ask.com, AOL.com, can you search on them? Is it possible to search on these websites? Let me go and show it to you for people who are not sure what you search. Can I search over here? Yes. So is this a search engine? Yes. You see ad over here? Ad, ad, right? These are again Google ads. So Google also has tie-up with some 340 odd search partners by which Google shows their own ads on this search partner. Like ask, you have AOL.com. These are called search partners. They are not Google, right? They are also search engine, but different than Google. That's why we call them search partners. So you will decide or you will tell Google, show my ads only on search network, which is Google, okay, or search partners also. And do you also want to include display network, yes or no, right? So right now I will select everything so that we can learn from what we are seeing. There is disturbance on it, right? So now this is how I will tell Google on which platforms can you show my ad. Do I show my ad only on googlesearch.com or search and search partners? Okay. Apart from that, do you also want to showcase my ads on display network? Though I have said search initially, I can change my mind later. So all these are different options which tells Google, okay, this is where you need to showcase your ads on. Cool. Now let's go and see more settings. When is the campaign started and ended? Let's say you are opening or you have a $1 billion sale from Flipkart. Will you make the campaign overnight or will you want to make, because see, for a big $1 billion sale, you may have multiple products. You would want to show your ads multiple times, correct? So don't you think you will make your campaigns and keep it ready and it will go live when the sale starts? So you can have a start date. I can make a campaign today and say start on April 15th. Make sense? And maybe also end date because it's a $1 billion sale. Let's end this on 22nd, something like this. So I can do this, or I can start my campaigns immediately also. So this is purely up to you. If you want to have a different start date and end date, then when you are making the campaign for. Cool. Let's put this. For now, don't do this. This is slightly advanced. Now DS is on later. Now, where do I want to show my ads on? And guys, if you're ever facing a challenge, do let me know. I click on location options. Cool. Now, where do I want to show my ads on? Let's say you are Domino's, or you are, let's say, some takeaway counter. Will you want to show your ads only within a location and not in the entire city? Correct? Not in the entire country. Let's say Domino's can only deliver food within 5 radius. So will you want to show your ads only in this 5 radius? Let's say if you are a hair salon, example, and most of the time, at least men I know, will not travel more than 5-6 kilometers to go for a salon, unless it's a special occasion. So don't you think if you're a salon business or whatever, should try and show your ads within a certain radius only? Yes? So this is a radius. So I give away a radius in kilometers or miles, whatever. Let's say 8 kilometers. And over here I give, let's say, PG Road. Now you see, this is Hyderabad. So my ads will show only in this area. So this is where I stay. So my ad will show 5 kilometers across all the 4 regions. Correct? But let's say I deliver food across Hyderabad, or if I want to give product across Hyderabad, I'll close this and type over here Hyderabad location, Hyderabad. You see? And you see a reach thing over here, 2.7 crores. What is this reach? Any idea? You see a reach thing over here, number called reach 2.74 crores. What is this reach? Any idea? Is this the population of the country, or what can it be? Any specific idea you have? Target audience, but right now how many people see how many people see the ads? People who can absolutely. So this is not the population. This basically means how many people are using google.com in Hyderabad. Make sense? Let's say I want to show my ads across India. I'll remove this. India. Target. Let's say I don't want to show my ads, let's say in Hyderabad for some reason. I don't want to. So you see how I say exclude? So target is show, exclude means do not show. So exclude. So now you see my ad will show, not Algier, Hyderabad. Cool. Now you see my ad will show across India but not in Hyderabad. Excluded. Right? So that's the challenge that I'll have now, that I don't want to show my ads in Hyderabad. Exclude it and save it. So you see over here, my ad will show across India except Hyderabad. Why? Some people may not want to show ads. So I was working for a client called Next Education, right? So they had options of doing cash on the delivery and also buying it online. They had both the options available for its clients. However, Blue Dart, right, for some reason, that time they did not have cash on delivery option in some states, and one of them was Bihar. So when we launched a campaign in India, we made a separate campaign for cash on delivery, in which we excluded Bihar, because even if they get an option, they will not be able to buy because COD option was not available. So exclude it. And then it's people staying in India who show interest in India, show them my ads, and people staying in Hyderabad or who are looking for information in Hyderabad, don't show them my ads. Now languages. So in India, they support 5 languages for Google Ads. Not Google. Google supports more than 50 languages. Google Ads supports 5 languages: English, Hindi, Bengali, Tamil, and Telugu. So you can show Google Ads in 5 languages in India. Make sense, everybody? Okay. Hindi is there, yeah. So I can see Hindi is there, see here. But you know what you should do is, whenever you make campaigns, right? Try to make campaigns with different language. Yes, 1 minute, right? 1 minute. So yes. So you have five languages: English, Hindi. Let me go back to my account. You see, English, Hindi. You have, I think, Tamil. See, you have Malayalam. Sorry, Malayalam, Telugu, Tamil, Urdu is there, and you have Bengali, if I'm not wrong. Right? So these are the Indian languages that are available. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. However, what I suggest is always make a different campaign for each language, for each campaign. Okay? What is the limit? In one account, you can have more than 50,000 campaigns. And what's account limits? See, you can have 10,000 campaigns per account. It's a big limit, right, people? 10,000 campaigns is a big limit. 20,000 ad groups per campaign, right? And 20,000 ad groups, there's a lot of limits. So what I would suggest is, whenever any campaign has multiple settings, use different campaigns only. Correct, Shreyas and everybody? Cool. So let's go over here. Let's use only English as of now. Now, in search network, definitely you have to target keywords. What is keywords? The kind of search terms people are using. Based on that, you will try to add your ads. But apart from this, can you also tell Google, show my ads? So whenever they're searching something, right? Show my ads to this set of people. Can Google know people's interest based on their browsing history? Yes. Apart from this, can they also know? Can they also know what are you searching for? Right. So let's say searching for, let's say, Maruti, right? Or Nexa, right? So can you also be a prospective customer for Hyundai? Possible? That's called in-market search audience. So I'll tell Google what to do based on this. Let's say audiences. Let's say I'm making a campaign for enrolling new students for Board Infinity. So I'm looking for people looking for education, or looking for courses, or looking to join some course. So people looking for education, looking for on technology, looking for business education, not childcare, because Board Infinity is basically for working population. Let's say education, jobs, post-secondary education. Yeah, this is something. Who are they? Are they current college students, high school graduates, or parents of preschoolers, infants, bachelor's degree, advanced degree? What is their interest? After it is interest, the interest is, let's say, technology, social media enthusiasts. This is what I am searching for. Google will give some more ideas if you want to. See, all these ideas are given by Google. So maybe I can look at business technology. People looking for business professionals, let's say. So all the people who are doing this kind of interest or this kind of browsing, I can show them my ads. And how is this given? Based on Google's artificial intelligence. Okay, now budget. Now budget means how much I want to spend for this specific campaign. Okay, so let's say you open test accounts now. Will you give your billing information? Yes or no? No, right? So without giving your billing information, will you be charged? No, right? Your ad will also not show. So first of all, you have money in the account. Once you have money in the account, then you say, for this campaign, I'm okay to spend $10 per day. Correct? So now let's say you have 1 lakh rupees, but you for this, so some campaigns are more important, some are less important. Possible? So so you should give your budgets accordingly. Yes, give that. Now this is a budget. So it's a daily budget, right? So if you are used to working on monthly budget, divide your monthly budget by 30.4 because most of us are used to working on monthly budget. Correct? Okay, no questions over here. Okay, so now budget is, let's say my budget for a month is $3,000. So what will I do? I'll divide this 3,000 by 30.4. People buy 30.4. Why not 30? Why 30.4? Why not 30? Yes. So some month may have 28 days. Some may have 31 days. Some may have 30 days. So you divide 365 by 12, and 365 by 12 is 30.4. Correct? So this is how you will check your daily budget. And then bidding. We all know what is bidding. Bidding, I'll take in detail. Bidding is how much you want to pay every time somebody clicks on your ad. So based on your goals, you want to do clicks, whatever. So this I'll take you in detail. So for time being, just put over here clicks, and the max cost per click is, let's say, 50 cents. Correct? Now, let's use ad scheduling. Now, if you are a nightclub, if you are, let's say, a restaurant, or let's say if you are, let's say, college or school, will you have different preferences of showing your ads? Maybe you want to show your ads more during daytime or more during night times. Am I right? Right? So, sorry guys, there was some echo coming in the background, so I was checking, but it's fine now. Right? So, ad scheduling means at which time I want to show my ads to everybody. So, what do? By default is all days, all time. But let's say I want to show my ads only on Monday evening, right? From, let's say, 8 o'clock to midnight. Okay? And then I want to show it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday again, I want to show it only on morning. Thursday, I want to show it from morning 7 o'clock to, let's say, afternoon 12 o'clock, 12:30, and Friday full day and Saturday full day. Correct? This is what I have decided. Cool. And this is something is default now. So let's say you have multiple ads. Possible, right? In one campaign, you may have multiple ad groups, and each ad group may have multiple ads. Yes. Same like in your classroom, you may have multiple students who can go for competition. What do? Somebody who is a better player will go for competition that much more, or will you send everybody equally? Will you look for talent, and then people who can play volleyball or let's say basketball better, you will send them more often, correct? Or will you send everybody equally? Or somebody who is performing better will get more chances? Yes, no, maybe, probably. So if you have multiple ads, how will Google decide which ad should go for auction? That's a good question, right? Some ads may do very well, some may do very bad. So what now by default it is best performing ads will be sent to auction that much more often. So that is something which has been taken care of by Google only. They are saying, you know what, you have multiple ads and you will not know which ad is performing how much and what it is doing. So what we will do is few ads which are performing really well, we will send them for auction that much faster. Okay, cool. Now extensions. We'll do this later. Extensions, okay? Extension means something which gives or more information. Now save and continue. So extensions will cover later. Bits and extensions will cover later. Okay? Save. The moment you save, this campaign is saved. Campaign was basically new admissions of Board Infinity. Now let's say the ad group. Do not put dynamic. Dynamic is only for companies where the ads are changing dynamically and you have a remote server also. Let's say flight. Does rates changes frequently? Yes. Same way hotel rates may change frequently, education may change frequently. So for that you will have to keep uploading new ads, for which you will have to give them ads. Sir, as we mentioned, okay, wait. Video got stopped, 1 minute. Sir, as we mentioned, max amount, how pay-per-click works on these ads. So, Puneet, remember on Saturday we discussed auction dynamics in which there were two examples. It will check on your score of quality, right, and competition, correct? So, how will it be charged? Maximum it will charge whatever I've given, but you will only have to pay whatever amount is required from your point to stay in the competition, right? For example, we discussed, right, flight fares. They may change accordingly based on the competition, based on how many people are traveling now, something on those lines, Punit. And Shivani, my video got stopped for everybody, only for Shivani. Are you able to see my ad rank screen now? Okay, Shivani, looks like a local issue. Can you please check? Could be an issue with your net, possibly. Can you just close your screen and open once again, Shivani? Because others are able to see the normal screen. Whatever I am changing. Okay, Shivani, please check once. Okay. So now ad group name. Ad group is digital marketing admission. Now I have to find new keywords for this. The good thing is, if you give your website, it will sit on your own, or if you give the service product digital, either give your website or give your product category digital marketing training, it will give you the list of keywords automatically. Right? This is so nice, so simple, right? Now, of course, not all will be good keywords. So you have to understand what are good keywords. Go one by one. Tuck, tuck. What I would do is check whatever ideas are good, not good. Marketing course, online marketing course, internet, add all ideas. Let's say. Ideally, in one ad group, you should have around 20 to 25 keywords, not more than that, and not very less also. Cool. Now I have to make an ad. Correct? This is how we have been thinking. How will ads serve? Correct? Create ads, right? So how do you see these ads, right? Let's say digital marketing training example. Something ads are coming. Okay. So how will this ads come? So you headline over here. URL would be, let's say, board infinity URL, board infinity, right? Enter this URL. Headline would be data science, career coaching, and digital marketing. Data science, career coaching. Next line, what you can do is digital. See, the limit is 30 characters. So digital marketing training. Okay. And then you will give your path. For this path means they may have multiple products. Which product it is all about, right? So it is training, okay, digital marketing example. Because they may have multiple products. Digital marketing is a small thing. Digital, right? Training institute. So what this site is all about will come in the path. Path means this site talks about what? This, let's copy from here. See what I am doing on the right hand side. You can see that the ad is also coming. This is how my ads will look like. You see over here. Do not look as of now at add your options. Save and continue. And then my campaign, my ad group, my ad is saved. Makes sense? Easy, everybody? Do not look at advanced options and do not look right now at extensions. Can all of you go ahead now to your account? I'll give you 10 minutes, right? Please go ahead, make one account from your this thing, then make a campaign, one ad group, ads and keywords. Otherwise, you will not remember. Can we all do that? And while facing challenge, just ping it over here. Mayank, Fareed, Ratnali, Hiral, Rishikesh, Mustafa, Tapas, Shivani, Shreyas, Sonal, Puneet, Mukesh, Gehna, Sanket, Sonal, Vishnu, Bismit, Nofal, Sanket. Can you all make one campaign now by going to your account of MCC? From there, create a new account, make a new campaign. Yes? Cool. I'll just go on mute. While you do that, you don't get disturbed. And I'll keep my screen open. Okay, if you have any questions, please type in. I am all eyes on the chat box itself. Okay. So I can see what's happening, what's not happening. No, Farid. So every campaign goes for a approval process. That means it's not yet approved, right? Your campaigns will only serve once the payment is there. But yeah, even if you give them money, right, it will not serve because if it's not approved, it will not serve. So it goes to an approval process just to ensure that it is going to the policies and everything of Google Ads. That's it. It usually takes hardly a minute or two, not more than that, unless it's a product which is like pharma or some products which are critical, which takes like 7 to 9 days. But normal products, what the one like I made, should not take more than 5 minutes. Put any website. You can leave it also. Put any website, right? Since if you don't have a website, put any website. Anyways, your ads will not run because you have not given billing information. Right? RM2 Pro. I don't see your name, but you ping me website. And guys, try to ping in the group for everybody, so that everybody can see your questions. Right? Yeah, you can give any website. Okay, any more questions coming in? Let me see. No more questions. Very easy, right? How to make this thing? Make an ad, keyword. See, my keywords are also approved now. And let's see my ad status. Pending. It's still going for approval process. It might take some time now, right? But usually it takes much quickly than this. But even if you have money, only if it's approved. And if you have money, right, and if it's approved, you can start showing your ads immediately. The moment there are people looking for your content. So what you should do is you should always add keywords which are trending right now. So right now the trending keywords are mainly coronavirus, contract, all that stuff. Chat, anything more? Okay, no. Okay, you need more time, people, or is it done? Just tell me once it's done. Once you're done, just let me know. Because once you know this, then the logic we can explain. But you should really know the interface first. That's why I thought I'll let you do it on your own. Once the interface is clear, then other things very much simpler. Cool. I don't see any questions coming in, so I'm assuming all of you are doing this. Mm-mm. Okay. So your ad group is pending. Cool, Farid. Done. Great, Farid. Easy, right, Farid and everybody? Yeah, pending, right? Great, Shivani. Wonderful. Done. So Farid is done. Shivani is done. That's it. Two people are done. Okay, as of now. Okay, Naufal. Okay, no problem. Cool, guys. I will wait for 2 more minutes. Then we will start this session. Okay? Okay. And guys, trust me. Once you are out of the session, you will not do it. I've seen this very much. No problem. I'll wait for 2 more minutes while others can do it. If you do it, good for you only. My personal suggestion. Okay, guys. 1 more minute, and then I'll start. Okay. 7:20. Okay, 1 more minute. Okay, let's start this. Pretty easy, right? Any questions on that? Okay. So now, once the campaign is made, your will start working same like over here. See, same thing is over here. Search and listen network. Which country? Language. Bid will do later. Right? Scheduling. Add group. Add groups. Write keywords. One thing, right? Okay. So I told you, right? Once you make an account, this are some things you cannot change. Time zone and currency, you cannot change no matter what. Okay. Billing information, it has to be billing information. Okay. And then if you do not want your ads to go live and start spending money, ensure that you keep your campaigns paused by selecting the campaign and to change the video. So what is saying is, let's say I do not want my campaigns to go live right now. I'm not ready to spend. Let's say this is a campaign, right? Pending. Green is active. I go and pause it. Pause means I'm telling system not to work on that. Okay, so you pause it, it will not work. Cool. Now, how do I do keyword research? So, don't you think keywords are the soul and backbone of of your Google Ads account? Because what is Google Ads? When somebody is searching, it should match with the keywords in your account, and then the relevant ads are shown. So if your keywords are not correct, your ads may not show or may show for something else. Correct? So don't you think keywords is a very important part of your account? First of all, if your keywords are not segregated properly, then it's a problem. Yes or no, people? So I'm not seeing any history. So do you think that your keyword planning has to be really, really, really good for you to build a good AdWords account structure? Because based on the keywords of your accounts will show. So how do you research your keywords is the next thing that you have to understand. How do you find good keywords? First thing is look at your own website. Correct? Look at the site of the competitor. Correct? Ask your target audience, check with them. Okay? and then ask your employees and business stakeholders on what are the right keywords. Cool. So these are the AdWords fundamentals. Why keyword is the core. So what do you think is important in your keyword section? So keyword is a basic connector of the ads and what is being searched. Am I right? So when people search something, based on the keywords are this ad shown, right? Same thing is for SEO also. It's not only for SEM, it's for SEO also. It's judged on various factors like relevance and visitors' actions on the search result page. So apart from relevance, let's say Flipkart, Amazon are both similar companies, right? And I would rate them even company-wise, they are both equally good. I would not say Flipkart better than Amazon or both vice versa. They both may have good budget. Why do you sometimes see ads of Flipkart and sometimes Amazon? It also depends on the user's previous action. So let's say whenever I search something, usually click on Flipkart, and whenever you click on something, you usually click on cool. Third thing is display network. You guys are asking, right? Apart from users, how will Google know if your product is matching with that website? Let's say you're selling sports goods. So will your keywords include stuff of sports like cricket bat, baseball, IPL, Pro League, Kabaddi, so on and so forth? Correct? So based on your keywords, a theme is made and your ads are shown on the website. That's how in display network, your keywords can affect the relevance of how and where your ads are shown. That's why keywords become very, very important. This is the first key step to build your AdWords campaign. Forget this even when you make SEO, right? What is SEO? Search engine optimization. Maybe this platform also see other platforms for research. When you say this platform, Google Ads, no, no Shreyas. Google Ads does not see because there is no other search engine as big as Google, right? So it does not see any other platform except its own. I'm talking about Amazon Flipkart. Maybe these platforms also see the. Oh yes, yes. So you want to say Amazon Flipkart will see other platforms? They will, right? Definitely because audience behavior might be different slightly. So yeah, Amazon, Flipkart, they will look at the entire planning of online marketing and not only Google Ads. So they will also look at Facebook, not LinkedIn that much, but Facebook, Instagram, and maybe they will show different products on different. So on Snap, uh,
Okay, people, something happened. It just threw me out and logged me back in automatically. Sorry for this. I don't know what happened. The software just threw me out and it logged me automatically for a minute. I could not hear anything. But can you all hear me now? Keywords, yeah. So I was about to say that, right? From this slide, I'll repeat from this slide. This is where the issue happened. So keywords are words or phrases which describe your product or service that you choose to help determine when and where your ad can appear. So when somebody is searching, keywords will decide, okay, let me show this ad now, or let me show this ad on this third party website because this is relevant to the business the advertiser is doing. Correct? Next thing is keyword match types. Now, what is match types? English is a slightly funny language, right? I should say that. So, stock market, market stock. So, imagine Google does not know English. Both these words have a different meaning altogether or same meaning. Stock market, market stock. Different, right? So, how will you tell Google ads that both these words are different? So, show my words or show my ads differently for this too. Because ads may match to something relevantly. So there's something called keyword match types in which you will tell Google match my keywords and then show my ads accordingly. Right? So we will learn keyword match types now. So when somebody is searching for something, see bisectional sofa and sectional couch. Are both of these words similar or different? Couch and sofa can be similar, can be different, but as a business, is it possible that I may only sell sofas and I may only sell couches? So if somebody is looking for sofa and I am selling couches, should my ad show? Ideally, it should not, right? Sanket, both are different. Stock market, market stock are two different words. Stock market is your Nifty, BSE, all that stuff, and market stock is how much stock you have in the market. Two different set of keywords. So this is where keyword match types comes into picture to tell Google how will you match. Okay, sofa and couch. Okay, they are same. They can be different also. I'm sorry, Sanket. I'm sorry. So sofa and couch can be two different things. If I go by pure English language, can be different things also. Can be same also. But how will Google know that you want to differentiate that or make it same? Correct? So if I have to the difference, right? So sofa is a broader term and couch can be a casual sofa. If they are different, Google must show to user. Google might show, but what if you don't want to show, Shreyas? You say you don't want to show your ads for anything apart from sofas. So should Google listen to you because you are the advertiser, you are paying for it? Correct? Yes or no? How will you tell it to Google? For that, you will do something called keyword match types, which you should learn right now. What are keyword match types before we build a keyword? This is all we did, right? Keywords. So let's first understand keyword match types, right? Then we'll go to keyword planner tomorrow. Okay. So keyword match types. Why is zero video not playing? That's the challenge.
So should I really play? That's a moment, okay? Oh, this video has changed. The owner has changed. No problem. Google Ads keyword match types.
Want to learn digital marketing, but worried about how to get.
Okay, let's watch a small video and then we'll do Google Match type. That is what I was looking for. I'll also ping the link in the group in case we are not able to listen to my video.
Guys, one more video, okay? Very important video. One more video.
your keyword planner tool. So once you make a list of keywords, is it possible that those keywords may not perform well, may perform better, or may not even get any clicks? Possible that your keyword that you have chosen may not be doing a good job. I have a question for everybody. Can you all hear me, by the way? So once you add a list of keywords, is it necessary that they will perform, or they may also not perform? Possible. So you may always want to go and recheck your keywords, maybe pause few previous keywords, remove few keywords which are not relevant, and add new keywords. Will this be an ongoing job for most of us? What do you think? Because what may trend today may not trend after 5 or 6 months. Possible? Yes or no? Yes. So how do I remove my existing keywords? Two options. Right. I go to my keywords. Campaigns. Hey. What happened to my campaign? Campaigns. All campaigns. Okay. Right. I had paused this campaign. Right. Let me activate this. Enable. Right. Now it is enabled. Now let me look at the keywords. Why is it not showing any keywords over here? BI training, marketing, campaign pending. And there's a list of keywords. Let's say I want to remove few of them. Digital Marketing Institute, there's a best online. And I say pause. I have two options, pause, remove. Remove, the issue is, let's say your account is 5, 6, 7 months old. So every keyword may have some history, right? So if you remove any keyword, it will lose the entire history. And when you again add them back, it will start like a new keyword altogether. So if you think that you will use this keyword somewhere in future, sometime in future, just pause them, don't remove them. If you remove them, then the entire goodwill that you have built may get lost for that keywords. Cool. So now I have paused it. Correct? See, the symbol is there. Now let's say I want to add new keywords. So you see over here, tools and settings, top right corner, everybody. Let me show it once again. So top right corner, you see three options: search, reports, and tools. Let me zoom it a bit. Search, reports, and tools and settings. Click on tools and settings, and then click on a thing called keyword planner. You see keyword planner over here? Click on this. Get started, and now discover new keywords. Cool. So you go to tools and settings, keyword planner, discover new keywords. So what is my keyword? Digital marketing training. Right? If I have a website, I can use that. What people do is they enter the website of their competitor. Why? Why would you enter the website of your competitor over here? To check what relevant keywords they might have, because what might work for my competitor might work for me also. Yes? Cool. So either you can enter something over there or just click on get results. So over here, you'll get a list of all the keywords which are relevant to digital marketing. Not all of them may be relevant. So, but you have over here few things, let's say including brand names, right? So let's say I want to add a brand name, Board Infinity, example. Get results. So now I may also get some keywords which might include the brand name, Board Infinity. You see this? So if you check average monthly search, and this is for last 12 months. So all of you pay focus over here. See, language is English, location is India. Now my campaign says, show my ad in India, correct? Hyderabad was excluded, but it will include that also. This is for India because it was there. Google search and last 12 months data is there. So as I can go one by one, it will take a lot of time. So I can download the keyword ideas in an Excel format. That will be easy for me to scrub. And trust me, the most difficult job that you do as a SEM specialist. On an average, people spend 2 to 3 days. That's almost 24 to 28 hours. If you see 6 7 hours per day, well, because you cannot work 8 hours work on this, people will get mad. So people spend close to 3 or 4 days at almost like 25 to 28 hours, sometimes to add keywords of big accounts. Because what you do is there are so many keywords, right? How many keywords it gave? It gave me 996 keywords, but not all of them might be relevant. Some may also be duplicate. So you put filters and you start removing keywords in the not important. Now look at this. Here you get every monthly searches. You get competition, whether it is high, low or medium. Index of competition, the higher number, that means it's more competitive. Lower number means less competitive. So what you can do is you can sort it by competitive index. Top of the page bid. This is not an accurate number, but this is an estimate. System is telling in past 12 months, this was the average cost per click that they have paid to come on the top of the page, not the first, top of the page. Right? Like average to come on the top of the page, lowest is this and highest is this. You see? So your bid should be between these two ranges only. Make sense? Because if you give your bid as 5 rupees or 10 rupees, it will not even serve. Because it's saying the lowest was 34, highest was 151. This is a good way for me to understand how much I should bid for each keyword. And then, do you already have it in the account? Yes. If you already have it in the account, let's not even do that. Now, this is month-on-month search. March, April, May, June, July. So I get last 12 months data over here. That makes my job much easier to add keywords from here. Easy, everybody? This is so much easy, right? These tools. And people use these tools also to do your SEO program. They want to make content for Facebook. They use these tools because keywords are keywords. Platforms are different. This is giving me google.com. So people who are using google.com, they may have similar pattern in Facebook also. Not saying accurate. But can I use these keywords to make my content for my organic traffic? What do you think? If something is trending very much now, should it also be a part of my organic traffic? What do you think? So can I use this keyword planner for my SEO planning also? When I make my new website?
But see, be honest. See, Google free marketing, the highest price was 37,000. Because they had that Google keyword, somebody was able to pay 37,000 rupees also. I don't know why they will pay, but yeah, this is something which I see. So what you will do is, let's say you want to add few keywords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I add this 10 keywords, example. Right? This is already the account. Okay. Cool. So now when I add this, see it says over 10 selected. All of you see my screen, right? Do you want to add it to a plan or an existing campaign? That is, what is plan? Let's say I don't want to add it to any existing campaign. I want to make a new campaign altogether. This is the other way around. I'm making keywords, then ad groups, then campaigns. So I can do that. Or existing campaign, which one you want to add? Ad group, yes. We will see keyword thing match type later. Add keywords. See, all these 10 keywords will be added to my existing campaign. Make sense? Let's say after adding these keywords, I want to add some more keywords. Infinity board. I want to make a one more campaign with some other things. 9 selected. Now I want to add it to a plan. Right? New ad group. Let's say new ad group name is Board Infinity. New plan. So now I'm making a new ad group only. Create. Correct? So now plan overview. This is the ad group I have made. I click on this, save. Correct? Now let me go back to my campaigns and ad groups. Right? This is something which I made few minutes back. Those keywords were added few minutes back, which I wanted to. Right? Let me go back to my keyword planner. Right? This is my plan now, which I made few minutes back. Let me click on this. Right? So now let me put some max CPC over here of 35 rupees. This is not yet saved. This is a ad group forecast. So now what I can do is, once I have the money or whatever, I can just go ahead and say create campaign. Edit sharing, copy plan. So I'll click on this. It says my plan is empty. Why it's saying that? Okay, 1 minute. The max is so and so. I can just go ahead, edit sharing. Okay, I can share more people, or I can say remove plan. So now I've removed this plan. Cool. Let me go back to the same set of keywords now. Digital marketing. Okay, digital or board infinity. Let me type only board. So now let me look for only brand keywords. Board infinity. This is a brand, right? Get results. So the two keywords, board infinity, right? Infinity board. So now what I will do is add these keywords. Cool. Now I add these three keywords. Yes. So now after I add these three keywords, create campaign. So what is this? Brand BI campaign. I want to spend like 50 rupees per day. Save. So now I've added keywords, right? And then I've made campaign. So now I have to do campaign setting and forecast. Cool. So there are two ways. Either I can add keywords to existing campaign or make new keywords and make new campaign altogether. It's a very good tool to find new keywords, right? And then see the three keywords for which as of now there is no search volume because just made it. What we can do is, let's say I also have a set of keywords and I want to know how much traffic this set of keywords are going to give. So what I'll do is, let's say I want to understand the traffic of this five set of keywords, get search volume. So I have keywords. I'm not sure how much traffic it will have. Control V, get started. So now I will get estimate traffic of this keyword which I have already in my account. You see this? So both ways. Either I can find new keywords or I can have a list of keywords and see how much traffic will I get for those keywords. Make sense? Do you all want to practice once? Easy. What is keyword tool? Two uses of this. Two uses, people. The first use is to get a list of keywords that I can add to my existing campaigns or existing ad groups. Second thing is, I already have a set of keywords. Let's say your set of keywords does not have enough traffic. Is it useful to add them? If people are not searching for the set of keywords that you want to add, does it make sense to add them? What do you think? Yes, no, maybe, probably?
No, right? So how will you know that? So the second thing to do is, if you already have a set of keywords and you want to check how their traffic is, click on Keyword Planner, and then you will see Get Search Volume and Forecast. Click on that. Over there, if you don't have keywords, you go ahead, right? Select a file from computer. Let me select some file that I may have in my record. Let's say downloads. No, I don't have any keywords. Let's say I do Control V, and now let's say all of this have 0 set of keywords. That is good. Okay, they have so many searches, impressions, clicks. Let me add them. But look at this digital marketing course in Google, whatever. This is not a good keyword. Hardly one click in past 12 months. That's a very high cost. Let me not even add it. Let me not even add it. Is no use. Something like which is having 15,000 impressions, 2,000 impressions, they are making much more sense. So this is what is Keyword Planner tool, which will help you to understand what to do, what not to do. So I'll take 5 more minutes of your time. Oh, that's fine, because I did like 10 minutes late. I'll just take 5 more minutes before I end the session. Hope that's fine with everybody, right? Okay, so this is how the Keyword Planner tool looks like. So you go to the tools option, click on that, click on Keyword Planner, the way you see it. Free and effective tool. It is equipped with historical statistics and traffic forecast for you to understand if I add these keywords, how much traffic can I expect. Helps in finding out the relevant keywords of phrases and ideas. Right? It will tell you your average monthly searches, how much you can bid, because it is telling you the minimum bid and maximum bid. So you should have some range in between. It also gives you your organic impression share, what is the competition, high, low, or thing, and your average position. This is how it looks like. Right? Cool. And this is how the graph looks like for you to check with the keyword research. Some other tools you can use is Google Trends. What is Google Trends? What is currently trending? Right? It's a very good tool to check trends.google.com. Now, I'll give you an example. Hand sanitizer. Nobody was checking for it few days back. Let's see its traffic now. Let's go and change this to India. So this will tell you what is trending currently across the globe, across India and some other regions. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, G, H, I is upper. Yeah, India. See, what is searching now? Coronavirus. Nothing was there until few days back. Now look at this. The search term, right? Or let's see the movie Contagion example. See, this movie name had nothing, no search at all, right? Now look at this movie search name, last 1 week. So now it should be part of your keywords. You can. Let me add some other keyword, edit. Let me type sanitizer. See, if you were selling sanitizers online, you were in a big problem. Now look at this. Rise of 100% in past 2 days. So can you use this to check your keywords also? What keywords you can add based on what's trending? So this is what is trending in India right now. Coronavirus, N95, whatever. Corona beer also, spirit, qubit, and this is the top keywords for sanitizer and location wise. Mizoram, Damanju, Nagaland, Sikkim, Delhi. So all these states are doing a big job. So should I use this also? Yes, I can use Google Trends. Use Google Search Console. It's called a webmaster tool. You have Bing Keyword Research, Bing Ads Intelligence, Moz tool. Plus, let's say, what is internal search? Can you go and search on Amazon? Yes. Let's say Levi's jeans. Should you track this also? Because what is being searched on your website should also be a part of a Google thing. So also try and Get keywords which people are searching on your website. That will be much more useful. Correct? Cool. This is what is Keyword Planner tool. I'll show this tool once again tomorrow, and then we'll look keyword match types, then come to bids and budgets. Yeah? Any questions from anybody, people? This is a good tool, but able to follow. Will you practice this tool once at least? Mayank, Sonal, Sanket, Tapas, Shivani, Mukesh, Shreya, Sonal, Puneet, Hiral, Rishikesh, Vishnu. Yes, no, maybe. All hungry, everybody? Cool, people. If you have no questions, then have a great evening. Be safe, right? Why you're laughing, Rishikesh? All fine. Okay. Sorry. If all are hungry, yeah. I mean to say, you said, haha, could be hungry, 8 o'clock, right? Dinner time. But I have a lot of work to do even now. So take care. No problem, people. Have a great evening. Enjoy time with your family. You may never get this time once again. So whatever time you get, please spend it with your family and take care. And have a nice day all. See you all on Wednesday. Right? That's the time we will meet again. So you have one day to practice and come back with your questions, people. Cool? Make sense? Take care. Bye.